Did hantavirus accidentally make Henry VIII king and change the course of English history? To back up here for a second, the elder brother of Henry VIII, Arthur Tudor, is widely believed to have died from sweating sickness. And there's a real historical theory that the virus that killed Arthur Tudor may have been a hanta-like virus, which means we have officially arrived at the intersection of Tudor succession drama, mysterious historical epidemics, and modern epidemiology. Three of my favorite topics, so buckle up. Now, to be clear, scientists still do not actually know what caused sweating sickness. I think that is part of why this whole thing is so fascinating, because this was not some minor historical illness. This was a real epidemic that repeatedly tore through England in the late 1400s and 1500s, terrifying people because it behaved very differently from many of the diseases they were more familiar with. It appeared suddenly, moved very fast, and seemed to hit healthy young adults especially hard. And in some cases, people reportedly died within hours or a day, including potentially Arthur Tudor, the older brother of Henry VIII. The man who was originally supposed to be king, which means one mysterious epidemic may have completely altered the English royal succession and everything that followed after it. Without this happening, there would have been no King Henry VIII as king, no break from the Catholic Church, potentially no Elizabeth I as we know her historically, possibly a radically different trajectory for English and even American history. And centuries later, researchers are still debating what this disease actually was. Was it influenza, anthrax, some unknown virus, or a now extinct pathogen that we have not been able to find? And what I find so interesting is that one of the theories that they are exploring right now is whether or not it was a hanta-like virus. Obviously, scientists cannot definitively diagnose a Tudor epidemic 500 years later, but because some of the historical descriptions feel surprisingly recognizable from a modern infectious disease perspective, things like sudden onset, sweating, fever, respiratory symptoms, previously healthy people deteriorating incredibly fast, and widespread confusion about transmission and cause. And honestly, I think this is part of why this theory hits such a nerve, because it suddenly collapses the distance between historical outbreaks and modern ones. Because once you strip away the paintings and royal politics and historical language, these are still just human beings trying to navigate a rapidly evolving epidemic with incomplete information, while history unfolded around them in real time. I thought this was super timely, so let me know what you think.